It's the Hip Hop School.
It's that time.
Past and present podcast.
It's that time.
All regions stand up.
On your feet.
North, south,
everywhere.
east,
Where you at?
west, Midwest.
Where you at?
Act a fool. You gotta be tight with your tool when you go to the Hip Hop School. Be grown in the crowd called Prima Fur and Deja Rude, child. Get out your feelings, you get booed at the Hip Hop School. You know the rule. Act a fool. You gotta be tight with your tool when you go to the Hip Hop School. Nigga can't be mad cause you got swag and easy cool. Bitch, I'm a motherfucking problem. Knowledge rule at the Hip Hop School. You know the rule. Act a fool. You gotta be tight with your tool when you go to the Hip Hop School. Can't look like that cause men too strung out artifacts. The truth is cruel, but that's just fuel at the Hip Hop School. Past and present.
Hey, amen, amen. Thank y'all for joining us tonight for another episode of the Hip Hop School Past and Present. Tonight we're going to be talking about rapping and trapping. I am your girl, Deasia, the assistant principal. Down below you have Supreme Ra, the principal. On this side you have Heezy, the dean of hip hop. And down below you have Brotha Shawt for all of the agriculture teacher for all of your greenery needs. And y'all get in here, go ahead and like the video, share the video, and make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. We have a very special guest in the building tonight. How y'all doing tonight, fellas?
Oh man, I'm doing good, man. Doing good. You know, been a good week. You know, some new hot shit just dropped. So
I'm hanging like two titties.
Okay, not the others. Yes, indeed. But anyway, we have a very special guest in the building tonight with us. We have Brotha Shawt in the building tonight that we're going to bring on after we actually introduce the Hip Hop School trivia question that we have every week that is brought to you by our sponsors, Supreme's Pull Up, Nature Spills, Art by Chung G, the Uhuru Academy, Lit and Leisure, and the Deaths of Deasia. The hip hop trivia question is, when was the first time Lil Wayne cursed on wax? Again, when was the first time Lil Wayne cursed on wax? Y'all drop down in the comments, try to answer that question. I don't know the answer to it. I hope somebody on the panel does. Anyway,
that's a good question,
try
though.
to answer the question down below in the comments. And we'll reveal the answer to the question at the end of the show.
I think I know that one.
Hey, that's a good question because if y'all don't know, that's probably only for real diehard Hot Boys fans and shit. But you know what I'm saying? Way back then, Lil Wayne wasn't even cussing in his raps.
Yeah, that's right. He didn't cuss because he was too young.
Yeah.
His first couple albums, the first Hot Boys albums, he ain't cussed.
Yes, indeed. But without further ado, we're going to bring on our very special guest, Brotha Shawt. Hey, Brotha Shawt, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Hey man, I appreciate y'all. You know, like I said, I appreciate y'all. You know, giving me the opportunity and space, man.
That's
no problem. You're doing a very. It's ironic that the name of the show is Rappin and Trappin, and you out there getting your hustle on.
yeah. You know, shit. I got to. I don't got a choice. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Yes, indeed.
Some people got an option if they gonna get out here and go get it. You understand me? I ain't had one. I had to go get it. So here we are.
Yeah, that's me.
I got a question, Brotha Shawt.
Talk to me.
Who you get that hustle and grind from? Where they come from, man?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna hold you, man. That come from, you know, just my personal circumstances, man. My situation. I learned real early that, you know, I was the only person that's really gonna truly have my back and have my best interests at hand, you know. And, you know, when you lose your parents, bro, at an early age, man, you know, you just learn that, you know, sometimes, you know, family ain't the people you can depend on. You got to depend on yourself. You understand me? So that's really where it came from. And it was really, really sink or swim, you know what I'm saying, over here. You feel me?
Right.
So you lost both of your parents at an early age?
Man, I was young. Talking about young.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, my mom when I was 3.
You said when you was 3?
Yeah, so it's just, you just got to put a perspective on it. Oh man, my bad. Yeah, hey, y'all, the connection kind of messing up. But look, you know what I'm saying? 3, my mom passed. 17 when my dad died. You understand me? So, for a long time, I really had to fend for myself. You know what I'm saying? But I know people are just now kind of barely finding out about me. But I was hustling way back then. You understand me? I'm doing photography. My house was my first apartment. Man, was the trap house and the candy house. You understand me? And I had a photography studio and a recording studio in my apartment. So, this experience go back, at least a decade now. You know what I'm saying?
Man, people take for granted having parents, man. And not having both, man. I can't fathom. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I definitely understand how a person would. If you ain't got nothing to fall back on, you got to go all out. So yeah, I'm grateful I'm glad you shared that, brother.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, so let's take it back to hip hop for a second. Your music, you got your own little style. You know what I'm saying? So, who was your biggest influences, and when did you start making music?
Man, that's a great question, man. I started making music, man, like, at an early age, I know at least early as 4th, 5th grade, kind of taking it serious in high school and especially after high school and college, starting to perform and started actually paying for studio time and paying for beats. So, I've been in that, in this space for a minute. But as far as my influences, definitely, I love people like Devin Adul, Erykah Badu, of course. Outkast, namely Andre 3000, but of course Outkast, period. People like, I used to listen to SPM, South Park Mexican, back in the day, and I listen to hip hop, you understand me? So, shit like that, bro. If it got a nice beat to it, of course Pimp C, you understand me, one of the greats, man. But I don't just listen to hip hop, you know what I'm saying?
Right. We lost you, baby.
We lost you, South.
He kind of cut out. But that's very interesting that a lot of people who have those troubling backgrounds or had to maneuver through and fight through circumstances and had to pretty much fend for themselves. It seems like a lot of people, a lot of our people, I would say, they start tapping into music, and a lot of times it's hip hop. And it's interesting because it seems as though, even though a lot of people talk down on rap and the messages and everything, but it seems as though it's therapeutic for people in a sense.
Right.
Where it gives them an outlet, and I think it gives them an actual positive outlet, and then it also allows them the opportunity, if they keep going, they keep grinding, they keep hustling, it allows them the opportunity to actually change their circumstances.
I think, and then Brotha Shawt, man, I think music, man, being where you from, you know what I'm saying, Oak Cliff, it ain't easy coming up out of there, man. You can easily get caught up in Oak Cliff with the drugs and the hustling and stuff, man. So I definitely salute you, brother, for avoiding them traps.
I don't think he could hear us. Can you hear us, Brotha Shawt?
Man, y'all breaking up like super bad.
That's because you maneuvering, you riding through traffic, you out there getting to it. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Out there traveling.
Yes,
so
indeed.
Okay, so have you heard anything we said?
I don't think that he heard anything that we said because of his connection.
Okay.
But I will say this though. If you people out there do not know, Brotha Shawt, he's an actual business owner. And he has a company called Alkaline Hour.
Right.
And he's actually I don't know how they categorize it, because sometimes people have like their different
I would call it holistic health.
Holistic health. Okay. Yeah. So it's like holistic health. And if you've seen any of his videos and the things that he do in the community, a lot of times you can find him outside of the shop, behind the grill, whipping things up himself, you know, feeding the community and everything. So not only is he talking that talk, he's definitely walking that walk as well and putting on for the community and just giving back.
Now.
Yeah, and giving back is something that
What's our-
is very important for us when we have reached a certain height in our lives.
Right. Right.
Especially to come from that, you know what I'm saying? To come from that and reach back, you know what I'm saying? That's how you establish that love in the hood. That's why you can always come back. You know what I'm saying? Once you reaching back, once you made it to that certain level, you can always come back. You know what I mean? Once you reaching back, you know what I mean? So
True.
Yes,
that's
indeed.
important.
Brother Shawt, how's our connection?
Hey, it's much better.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you go ahead, Deja.
I wanted to ask you this question in regards to a lot of things that I have watched you do throughout the years. Actually, I was taken aback when I became Facebook friends with you. Because I think I met you in person before I ever became Facebook friends with you. I think we were like at an event or something, and I was talking your ear off. Like I think I wasn't that now I'm talking your ear off and all this old kind of stuff. You was my best friend for the night, right? And at that particular time, you was just performing and everything. I wasn't even aware of who I was talking to. I wasn't aware of what you were doing in the community. I had absolutely no idea. But when we became Facebook friends, I was like, dang, this dude is really out here putting on for the city. And I remember the first thing that I saw from you was, I don't know if it was like a militia or something you guys had going on. I don't know what it was, but it was like y'all used to patrol the neighborhood. What made you get into actually patrolling the neighborhood?
So militia and patrolling the neighborhood, those are kind of, they don't necessarily go in hand, you understand me? So what we had going was definitely not a militia, but it was definitely a force, taking up a force and a necessary responsibility in the community that we serve in Highland Hills. We even did a little bit in Stop Six, so we was out in Fort Worth too, but primarily in the neighborhood of Highland Hills. And these two areas are pretty much similar, man. Where as far as the youth, they don't really have a lot of guidance, but what they do have, they have access, to all type of drugs, firearms, and they just have a lack of lack of being a part of that community. You understand me? So what goes on in these areas is a lot of time, man, the youth are kind of making it uncomfortable for everybody to live in harmony in that area. This goes on with robbing old women, you understand me, at gunpoint, shooting in the air, and even a lot of the shootings are with youth or youth from other areas, other neighborhoods that's beefing with this community. So anyways, man, what we did is we stopped, we acted as a deterrent, with that energy, so what we would do is we would go in with love. We would go in, feeding people, not just, we did have the weapons on us, man, all the time. You understand me? Because we knew where we was at. But the weapons were just a tool to have a conversation with youth who are attracted, or a community who's attracted by firearms. We weren't going in there trying to be security or intimidate people. That's what security guards and the police, they got shit fucked up. That you finna go in these communities trying to intimidate people, but these people they ain't intimidated by firearms. So anyways, man, what we were doing, we stopped people from murdering motherfuckers over there. A murder would take place statistically, man, every 2 weeks over there. While we was there, ain't nobody got killed. There were a few shootings, but ain't nobody got killed. We stopped a lot of the shootings, and we made we made relationships. Me personally made relationships with a lot of the cats that were out there, causing a lot of the ruckus, man, shooting at people, robbing, and all of that. And we were able to have a rapport and a relationship in some sort of unwritten agreement that, man, when we over here, man, this shit ain't gonna go down. You understand me? So, anyways, we were able to do something that Dallas Police Department is trying to this day mimic, but they cannot do, and they were not able to do that. You understand me? And anyway, so, I'm really adamant about my work there because, I put my life on the line. I also got shot at, but on one occasion personally got shot at by a kid, which we could have took his life, which the police the police would have did that. The DPD, they would have took that man's life. You understand me? But we were able to get a report, see where his mind was at after the situation, after the scenario happened. But we were able to connect that young man with some opportunities. You understand me? So anyways, man, we was doing something that the city is trying to replicate, but they finna get people killed. You understand me? Because we were going in there, cleaning up the area, feeding people, taking people to motherfucking work. You understand me? Who didn't have rides to work. So we were doing something deeper than what the articles were saying, and tried to make it seem like we was holding people down and waiting for the police to come. But that's obviously not what we were doing. You know what I'm talking about? But at the end of the day, I'm proud of what I did there, and as you see now, people's getting shot up in that motherfucker. You understand me? After we left, you feel me? And while we on record, I was running for office during this time, this was right before I was running for office. The person I was running against, he got me and my comrades kicked out, as well as the police chief Renee Hall. Them two conspired with the apartment complex manager to get us kicked out of the complex, and ultimately end our assignment.
That's cold.
Yeah, I think part of that is part of with the city, trying to step in and try to recreate the same thing or whatever. I think part of that is because of they want to see the destruction for real. The way that you guys had it organized and everything like that, they want to move about because it's like they want to see that destruction. And y'all was in there actually, not only was y'all actually in there to fix the problem or try and fix the problem, that was going on as far as the crime and the violence as well. But y'all also were able to connect with those people who were committing those crimes. And that's something that the police force just simply cannot do. The relatability helps out a lot in those type of situations.
Nah, facts, man. You going in that situation and people automatically thinking you the police. So you understand me? You the Fed, you somebody. We had to work through that. You know what I'm talking about? Like, that shit wasn't easy. You understand me? But I'm just saying that what we did, we exposed the contradictions in the city. We exposed how could a group of young black people get together and stop a lot of these issues going on when we didn't have the same budget that Dallas Police Department gets. You understand me? They get millions, if not billions of dollars to operate their operations. So, why are y'all giving money to them when black people ultimately, all we did was show that even if it's a microcosm, that we can, work within our own community to solve some of our problems. You understand me? And that's ultimately what they didn't want.
Okay, cool. Hey, so is that one of the reasons why you actually ran for office? Like, what made you run for? Because you ran for city council, right?
I ran for city council in 2019 as well as 2021.
Oh, okay.
What made me initially run was because one of my partners, one of my comrades was telling me, you understand me, was like, man, you should do this, woo. And I was like, man, like, shit, nigga, I ain't with none of that shit. You understand me? But I am glad that I was able to step outside of my personal, beliefs and my personal stuff for something that was, not a part of me. Because it really showed me insight. You understand me? It showed me that, that we do have power in collective organizing. You understand me? It showed me that because I was really under the impression that politics is fake. It's all rigged. They already know who is going to win and all of that. But being inside that shit, man, like, and learning that a lot of these politicians, like they do cheat, you understand me? They cheat, they get dead people to vote for them and all of that type of stuff. But it's like if they're cheating, then what they're trying to do is they're trying to preserve some sort of something, and what it is power. You know, they're trying to preserve power, and we have people that make decisions for us in our communities, our cities, our circles, or whatever. But we're not. They don't live in our communities, but they're making decisions for us, and we're not a part of that conversation. You understand me? So therefore we're not a part of that plan. They have plans for us in our communities for 30 years, 40 years, 50 years out, and they're making decisions for us in our family and our offspring, but we not in those circles. We don't know what the fuck going on. You understand me? So that's what little stuff like that is what made me continue to run. Is to continue to be a voice for the community, because you know a lot of these times with voting and politics, man, you gotta vote for evils, and instead of doing that, man, I decided to run. You understand me?
That's what's up.
That's really good.
Voting just to vote for the sake of voting. You know, I feel like, you know, we need to get political power, and whatever that looks like is what we need to be doing as Black people in this country.
You know, I'm from the same cloth and understanding too, where you know I don't fuck with politics at all. You know what I'm saying? You know, I hear the argument about local politics is important. I get that. So it's good to hear that you got inside, you know, somebody who thinks like me that got inside to help me get a better perspective on what it's like to be inside of that situation.
Right.
Yeah.
And right. And that's all we need. We just
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, and do you have any future plans on running for, you know, city council or some other kind of office, public office?
Oh no, man, for sure. I'm running every year until I get up in that mud. You understand me?
That's what's up. Yeah.
That's what's up. So,
with me doing.
Go ahead, Brother True.
No, I was gonna say,
I'm staying down.
Okay,
for sure.
But I was gonna ask a question. So I know, back to bringing it back to hip hop a little bit. I know that you are an artist, and I checked out some of your music and your content. So did you use any of your music when you was running for office? Did you use that angle with the, you know what I'm saying, to kind of relate to the community through your music in as a, like, in a political manner? You know what I mean?
Man,
during your campaign.
Well, so the only thing, so with my first, when I ran the first time, we did an event called Trap the Vote. We had a lot of hip hop artists come out, local hip hop artists. I hosted the event. I performed a couple songs too. We had other artists come out, their fans. We also had like voter registration going on. We was registering niggas to vote. We also had different political figures come and announce their campaign talk. I don't know if y'all remember the girl who got assaulted by the white guy in Deep Ellum, LaDaisha Lee. You know, she had got hit, and then Renee Hall's department, they, hit her with, she was a victim of assault by a white guy, but they hit her with felony charges when she hit his window or whatever. But anyway, man, she came out. We had a few people come out. So that's how we engaged the community with hip hop and then politics in one space. I ran the second time. I did a song, you know, for John Wiley Price, the county commissioner of Dallas. You know, he did we did a song, I did a song, you know, commemorating him. Other than that, man, that's really not that doesn't really connect with the people that actually go out and vote. The people that actually for real go out and vote is gonna be old folks. You understand me? The older people, man. Yeah, so they don't really care about that. You understand me? That's not really finna get them out. But yeah, man, just to answer your question, you know what I'm saying? That's my answer.
Go ahead, Supreme.
Do you have a strategy in this upcoming election to better connect with the elders in the community?
Man, so my strategy would definitely be you know, with my store, man, like I get a lot of elderly people, man, and what we do is we really like in real time changing people's lives. We have people that can't walk that are able to walk again. You understand me? We got people who been dealing with high blood pressure issues for a long time, and their doctors are claiming, oh, we don't know what you're doing, but keep doing it. You understand me? Stuff like that. So my angle would be to just do a better job of promoting people's testimonies, the older crowd's testimonies. testimonies, because they'll love to hear from another person than what they hear from me. And then my angle is definitely, I am an entrepreneur, but I also is somebody who is in the community as well. So this is my community work, is saving people's from health disparities, giving people an option and alternative to even try, because a lot of people cannot afford health care. You understand me? So alternative medicine is a legitimate and practical alternative to not being able to get the best quality care hospital situation or whatever, because you just can't afford it. You understand me? But you can manage your situation. So anyways, man, like, just being able to promote that better and getting that message out to the community, because at the end of the day, bro, I'm gonna be honest, man, like, the voters, the people that vote, they not voting on the issue, they're not voting on the person's politics, they're voting strictly on personality and name recognition. You understand me? I'm gonna just give you the game.
That makes a lot of sense. So let me ask you this: with the businesses that you run, the name of your business, your is called the Alkaline Hour, correct?
Yeti.
Okay. So what I want to know is what made you decide to open up a shop, and decide to go the direction that you went into, and also, like, how do you juggle, like, what obstacles have you had to face with being in business, considering the background that you have, where, because you have had experiences with officers and things like that, and you was part of the Dallas 9, right?
Yeah, man, I'm still on out on bail. I'm still on probation or whatever. Yeah, and I'm on probation now. But every time I ran for office, you understand me, I was out on bond. I'm talking about for the Dallas 9 situation. You understand me? I'm currently still on probation, man. You understand me, for that same situation. So through entrepreneurship, through my political endeavors or whatever, you understand me, I've been dealing with a legal situation for standing up for people who can't stand up for themselves, such as Botham Jean and O'Shea Terry. And then a lot of people ain't give me they ain't give me my credit, you understand me or my team's credit, and changing Lamar Street to Botham Jean Boulevard, I'm talking about, in Dallas, Texas, where the Dallas Police Department headquarters is, you understand me, because for those that don't know, a former Dallas police officer drove to this man's house and killed him in his apartment. I'm talking about. So now that same department, their headquarters has Botham Jean's name on that, and I was behind that. I'm talking about. But so my mom, I was the only one. And I'm gonna just put it out there, out of the 9, I'm talking about, and this ain't no shade or whatever, this is just real, who continued to work for Botham Jean, you understand me, after that, I'm talking about. So,
we stop you right there. We gonna kick the truth, Brotha Shawt. You ain't gotta apologize. A lot of niggas ain't about shit.
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, though.
Yeah,
you already know, I know. A lot of niggas ain't about shit. I ain't scared to sing it, because they can't whoop me, so I ain't worried about it.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm just keeping it 100, man. Like, it's been some real shady shit behind the scenes, man. And, I don't really talk on shit, what I'm talking about. But, I just focus on me. But yeah, you had a real loaded question, Deja. You understand me? I don't remember all your questions, you feel me? But some of the issues or hardships I face on my entrepreneurial shit, man, is a lot of black people, especially the older black people, coming at me like, oh, how old are you? Oh, so what do you know about all of this? You understand me? What do you know about entrepreneurship? What do you know about politics? What do you know about herbs and medicine? And then I have to, flex on them my knowledge. It puts their ass in check. You understand me? And I understand, I look the way I look. I got my hair the way I got it. I talk the way I talk, and now at this time I got tattoos on my face. But, that's just further showing, man, you can't judge a book by its cover. And you also got to know who the fuck you talking to. Once you meeting people, don't just meet people because of who they might be or who you think they are, what they can do for you. But just because, this person, this human being is one, a human being, and two, you don't know what the fuck they got going on or how they can impact the world. You understand me? So anyways, man, that's what I feel. But my other challenge is with my landlord, another old black nigga. You know what I'm saying? Another issue is with just hiring, man, and getting quality people, you know, because I never thought, man, my business would be, you know, to the way it is. You understand me? So I never could have foreseen, you know, this shit. And I'm learning in real time. So long story short, man, it's hard to keep up with the demand sometimes because I'm growing exponentially, and all my shit is handmade, right? And then so I got to deal with people calling off or new hires not showing up, you know, people, you know, me being me and myself, and I feel like I inspire people, even the people that work for me, to do what it is they really ultimately want to do, because they ultimately probably don't just necessarily want to work for me, you know. So and then they come around me, and I feel like I motivate them to do what it is they want to do, and then basically, you know, they stop working with me and they just do what the fuck they want to do. You understand me?
So it sounds like to me that you're hiring. So anybody, it sounds like you hiring, right?
Man, so look, I got a warehouse as well. So, you know, what I'm doing is I'm hiring for my warehouse, you know. You know what I'm saying? Hey. So keep in mind, you know, that, you know, I don't have loans and payroll loans that a lot of these big companies have, you understand me? So, you know, I do have to pay what I can pay, but definitely, man, there's so much room for growth. That's what people have to understand, that, you know, you might be working this position right now, but look at where we're going to be in the future, and then what leadership role that you could be in potentially, you know, especially if you show take initiative and be innovative and, you know, be that motherfucker. You understand me? So anyways, man, so
you know
yeah,
what, let me ask you this, because with what you're saying with where you're at right now, have you ever thought about doing like a team program, like where you hire, like where you know, where you could, you know, be able to hire some teams, put some in their pocket or whatever, because, you know, somebody that got a family and they got to take care of their family and everything like that, they gonna want they want like a set hourly amount, or they want
insurance,
salary
all
or
that type
something
of
like
shit.
that.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about implementing some type of team program? I think that would be dope. You know, the people, you know, they give them some training, and also to get them started in the workforce, and they don't have families or anything to feed, to where you're also using that avenue to help the community as well. Have you ever thought about doing something like that?
Well, I mean, I would love to. You know, I haven't really, you know, put time to, you know, put energy into trying to create a program or anything like that. But I would definitely, like, you know, the person who stuck with me through all the people I've hired was my youngest person. He started when he was 18. He's 19 now. He's probably been with me about 8-9 months now. You understand me? And I've hired people 30, over 30, under 30, and he's been the one who's outlasted all of them. Ain't did no complaints like everybody. So I feel like young people is what I need. You understand me? So if I could have somebody to, you know, help me, you know, I can delegate that task to create a team program or something like that. I would definitely be open to that for sure.
That's dope.
I want to
go ahead, Supreme.
I want to go back a little second on the when you said don't judge a book by its cover, man. You know, those who didn't know, I didn't like this nigga at first. I ain't like Brotha Shawt.
What else new, nigga? You don't like nobody at first, nigga.
Yeah,
I ain't like acting as Supreme.
Right.
I ain't like the nigga at first. Let me tell you why. Because it was at the time when I first seen the brother, it was a egotistical power struggle in Dallas Fort Worth, the Black Power RBG community, right? And he was fucking with a couple niggas I ain't fuck with. And that's the only reason I ain't like this nigga, right? So I started listening and watching. I'm like, he sure say a lot of shit I agree with. I would have said that shit too. Damn, that nigga right. And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, I'm really a hoe ass nigga for hating on this nigga because he ain't done shit to me. You know, and we basically on the same motherfucking page, you know what I'm saying? And I reached out to him, man, and ever since then, every event I throw, I invite Brotha Shawt to perform. You know what I'm saying? And I told him this, you know, I've told him this to his face before, y'all, just for the record. I told him, man, hey, man, I was a whole ass nigga for hating on you. And but I fuck with him though, man. And ever since then, we've been rocking, man. So yeah, I'm definitely feeling you when you say you don't judge a book by its cover. You know what I'm saying? And you definitely got to keep your ego in check these days. And I definitely had to self-check myself with
I'm
that shit.
glad you did that because Brotha Shawt is
Right.
dope, and every time
I
he's in the
know.
building, it's
I
a
know.
whole lot of energy or whatever. He been my best friend for one day and everything.
Hey,
So
good dude. He good brother.
yeah, I was just like everybody was telling me, Deasia, that was the one that you was talking his ear off. I was like, babe, I had got full of that whiskey. Don't mind me. So, Brother Child, I wanna ask you this though. Um, what does your future look like in music? Where do you want to go with the music? Are you taking it serious where you want it to actually grow into like a major career or anything like that, or is it something that is like something that you just love and this is a pastime for you?
Right. So everything I do, I definitely take it serious. You understand me? But I do got a different mentality than most people. Most people that get into music or entertainment, they want to be famous. You understand me? That's not really my angle. My angle, I feel like, well, I understand that it's a lot of names that we don't know, but they're making a lot of money.
Right.
Behind the scenes or whatever, but we just don't know about them. You know what I'm saying? So I want to be one of those guys. Or if I become, famous or whatever, I'm not going to trip about it. But, I would trip if I was famous, but I wasn't, I didn't have the income to support my fame. You understand me? So, I'm really, for me, music is, another business. You know what I'm saying? It's another tool
Okay.
to generate income. At the same time, it is my passion, though. It is what I truly want to do. If I don't, make it, and making it for me, like I said, is making a certain amount of income with my music per year. If I don't make it, if I don't reach that goal, then I would feel like, oh, okay, at least I tried. But I do feel like there's things that I can do, from a business or a marketing standpoint to generate at least like $100,000 a year off of music. I feel like that's the low end. That's really low end for sure. But I do feel like that's possible, and that's my goal is to make a nice stream of income through music and entertainment.
Yeah, that's what's
And for
up.
those,
Hey,
and for those of
go
y'all
ahead.
that's watching, man, definitely look up Brotha Shawt music, man. The brother is very talented. He's very dope. His music has a message. It has social commentary. Hey, man, I'm very impressed, man. And it's hard to impress me when it comes to hip hop, brother, but I'm very impressed.
Man,
Yeah, for
that'd be the
sure, for
last
Yes,
sure,
indeed.
for
from
sure,
Supreme Rock.
Yes,
for
indeed.
sure.
So let me ask you this. What would you say to people who are out here that are trying to come up in the music industry, but they also have to take care of their families? It takes some time to get into the music industry, and I start to make the type of money that you would like to make in order to support your family. In the meantime, you have to do something that is substantial, that is going to be for certain, right? So,
Right.
and that was the purpose of rapping and trapping. How do you balance that? Because a lot of times you have guys that's out here that they want to make it in rap, and what they actually do is they go to the streets. You know what I'm saying? And you see a lot of them. You will think even some of them that we have seen that are famous, but they actually don't have the money. And then we wonder why, like, why this person still, getting caught up, in dumb shit or whatever,
Right.
when they got a name for themselves. You might have a name for yourself, but you ain't necessarily got the money. So what would you say to people that's still out here that's trying to break into the industry, still have a passion for their music, but still need to hustle and take care of their family until they get their big break? What would you say they should do in those particular situations?
Man, that's a really good question. That's a really relevant question. Man, I really got a lot of answers to that question, but just to keep it, concise as possible, I would definitely say, you definitely gotta eat, but we gotta change our mindset and our mentality a lot of the times when it comes to music or music business or music entrepreneurship. A lot of us, like I said, we're trying to be famous, we're trying to be the big name, or we're focused on streams. When streams is like, one stream is like a 14th of a cent or something like that, a tenth of a
Right,
penny.
right, right.
You understand me? So for you gotta get like 1,000,000 streams or some shit just to get like $1,400. But if you sell, if you hit the block and sell your CD for $1, one CD is worth 1,000 streams, or $1 a $1 CD is worth like 1,000 or 10,000 streams. You understand me? So, but if we get our mentality out of that mindset that the system, the people who control and create the technologies for us to dispense or distribute our music through, because those are the people who are really eating, the people who control, create and manufacture the technology for us to subscribe to and even consume our music in. But if we go direct to the consumer, direct to the fan, direct to audience, and sell our music to them, it might not be prestigious as saying that, hey, I'm on iTunes, or hey, I'm on Spotify, or hey, stream me now. You might have to do that too. But understanding where the finances is and the end goal is, you're trying to get to the fan. You're trying to get to the person, the listener. So you can do that more directly and more financially efficiently if you sell direct to the person. Now, you can also diversify your products. A lot of us don't think about music in an entrepreneurial term, an entrepreneurial aspect. When your music is a business, your brand, your name is a business. Your music name is a brand. You feel me? So not only can you have CDs, but you can also have shirts and diversify your merchandise and sell things just with your name on it. You feel me? So I feel like if we can think and change our mindset into an entrepreneurial degree when it comes to our music and our approach, I feel like a lot of us would see the necessity that we need to go 10 times harder with being in the streets with our music, opposed to sharing it on fucking Facebook all day and Instagram to the same people who really not gonna listen to your shit until everybody else listening to your shit. Exactly. But if you can make a connection face to face, then you knocked out 2 birds with 1 stone. Not only did you get paid, but you also met your fan or a potential fan. You understand me? So those would be kind of like my 2 answers for that question.
And you know what, that's a damn shame, because we'll look down and talk down on a nigga running up on us selling the CD right now. You know what I'm saying? I done called myself, nigga come up to me trying to sell this CD. I'd be like, man, well, what's your YouTube? What's your link? You know what I'm saying? And the whole time, this nigga's teeth up on game, and I'm the one that done fell in the motherfucking matrix. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
right.
yeah, man, you just flipped my motherfucking paradigm that quick, man. I gotta start back supporting the niggas at the store selling the CDs, bro.
That's real, bro.
Yeah, but I'm tired of that nigga at Winco. Every time I go to Winco, he out there. I said, baby, I done bought this CD once before. I ain't gonna buy it 3, 4, 7 times. Like every time, like, baby, I said, listen, I said to have a talk with him. I said, because you're not gonna be flagging me down every time I go into the store. So let me tell you who I am. I'm Deasia. This my car. So you see when I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? Here, smell this so you can even smell me when I'm coming. Don't keep flagging me down every time I come here trying to get my grocery. That's my shit. Quit worrying the same people over and over again. If your CD costs $1, I'm gonna pay my $1 and go on by my business. I'm not gonna buy 3 and 4 copies.
Now check this out. Now the companies, major companies, do the same thing, but without the person doing it. Every time we see a billboard, every time we see an advertisement, every time we see that app on our fucking phone, that's them yelling at us, hey, buy my CD, consume me, listen to me. So they do the same shit, but in a more sophisticated way. And then we've embedded this shit into our everyday. It's nothing to scroll past Spotify, but subconsciously, it's there to influence our behavior to buy or listen. So anyways, man, the other thing is, we have to change our mindset from being consumers. We can't just strictly be consumers. We have to be producers. We have to produce technology for people to consume our art. You understand me? Our information. We can't just using a Supreme's Raw example. It's like, and we, basically you were in a situation where you referred basically you referred this guy or wanted him to refer you to somebody else's company. You understand me? Which is YouTube or Apple Music or whatever, and we do it all the time, man. You understand me? But basically, what we're doing as a consumer, we're referring somebody else's our people to somebody else's technology.
Hey,
Basically, that's what I'm getting at.
that shit is damn near cooning. That's what the fuck that shit is.
Yeah, but y'all
Only
can say
if
what
you
y'all
know.
want to. Y'all could go real deep with it, but the nigga at Winco better not ask me to buy another CD. I tell you that much. I don't give a damn about no billboard. Listen, don't bring your ass up to me no more.
So Brother Shawt though, like Preem said, man, you definitely got some dope shit, some dope material. You definitely got a dope style. So how would you describe your style for somebody who never heard you before?
Man, you know what I'm saying? Describe I wouldn't even know how to answer that, man. But I will say
it's so
Brother
different.
Shawt,
That's why I'm asking you, because it's so different. I really can't describe it. So
Hey,
I'm asking you to describe it.
man,
can I describe it?
Yeah.
Come on, there we go.
That shit is Black Power drip.
Come on, man.
That shit is sauce empowerment.
Come
You know
on,
what I'm
man.
saying?
Empowerment. There it is.
Yeah, man. It's definitely, man. It's revolutionary with a pimp collar with it. You feel me? I love it.
Okay.
I appreciate that, man. Because a few years back, man, I was real preachy with that shit, and only a certain community will vibe with that, and I wanted to be more broad. I wanted to reach more people. So we got to talk to language, man, and a lot of times, man, people coming to me trying to talk a certain way, I'm not going to be receptive, but somebody who speaks my language, I might listen a little more. So anyway, man, that was my approach. And a lot of my old shit, I don't be wanting to listen to. You understand me? So I wanted to create music that I could vibe to, but it's still a message in there. You understand me? Somewhere. You know what I'm talking about?
That's what's up.
So with that being said, what you was gonna say, Brother Truth?
No, go ahead, do your thing. I go after you.
So I gotta present the trivia question again. So with that being said, I want to present the trivia question again. I don't see y'all trying to answer it down in the comment section. Try and answer this hip hop trivia question. The hip hop trivia question is: when was the first time Lil Wayne cursed on wax? When was the first time Lil Wayne cursed on wax? Y'all try to answer that question down in the comments at the end of the show. We will reveal the answer to that question. Brother Truth, what was it that you were about to say? I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna ask Brother Shawt. I was gonna say, what's your I gotta come with my top fives, you know what I mean? What
Excuse me,
who your top
Brother
five?
Truth, it's Shout. It's not short. Yeah, we say shout down here in the South, down by it's shout.
Give my boy right.
We gonna say Brother Short.
Hold on,
it's
man.
Brother Shout.
Hold on, I got roots in the South, man. Hold on, man. Y'all ain't the only one that could, you know what I mean, man? I got it, Brother Shout.
Hey, Brother True, you gotta say amen, say man one time for me.
Amen, say man. Hey, I fuck with Memphis. I got some homeboy. Hey, you know what I'm saying? But no, who is your top five from Texas? I'm from Detroit, bro.
Okay. Top five from Texas, definitely gonna be Pimp C is definitely up there. I would say, man, I ain't gonna, South Park Mexican, he up there. Who else? Shit. I fuck with Sauce, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with Sauce, you understand me? And this ain't no particular order, but who else, man? Devin the Dude and shit.
Okay.
Man, I listen to a lot of old school Dallas niggas, but I wanna say I'm gonna have to say Erica though. I'm gonna have to say Erica.
Ooh, okay.
Erica.
You gonna miss your buzz.
Let's go.
Yeah, we gonna
say no Scarface, huh?
That man did not say Scarface. I don't have a problem with that.
But
I asked him no Scar. That's what I said.
But you just got.
I can ask him.
But I'm a smooth nigga though. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? I'll be on that smooth shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but definitely Scarface for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Hey, who is somebody you would like to work with if you got the chance to do a song with?
Man, in Texas?
No, just period. Anybody.
Period. Man, it's a lot of people. I definitely
Just
would like to
curious.
do something with shit, man. I just man, anybody, man. I would like to do some shit with Tim's. You understand me? Tim's, Burna Boy. You
Oh,
know, you know what I'm
okay. Going that way.
saying?
Okay.
You know, if we gonna do the hip hop, maybe Kendrick. You understand me? I fuck with Kendrick.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
That's
We gonna talk about Kendrick too in a minute. We gonna get to Kendrick in a minute too. Okay.
yeah, man. And Erica Badu too, for sure. You understand me?
Hey, Shaw, if you like Erica Badu, like her, just say it.
Yeah, because
He said he stopped out.
it's giving crush. It's giving crush at this point.
Hey, man, you gotta appreciate greatness when you see it. You understand me?
Right on.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you did mention Kendrick
ain't nothing wrong
Lamar,
with that.
right? So did you? So Kendrick Lamar recently dropped a song called "The Heart Part 5," and
Right.
he had some very dope visuals.
Right.
Did you get a chance to check out Kendrick Lamar, "The Heart Part 5"?
Yeah, I listened to it like once or twice, like this morning.
What you think
Did you
about it?
see the video?
Yeah, I seen the video. I
What
thought the
you think
video
about
was. I thought it was really interesting. Like, you know, with Kendrick, like he just raps in a way to where like I can't really digest what he's putting out in just one or two listens. I gotta kind of go back and listen to it and break it down. So, but some of the things that did catch my ear was he said something about the culture. And I could be I think he was saying something like on the lines of, you know, we can't just hold on to culture just to say this is the culture, but he was going on to say that this is also what the culture is doing to us.
For sure.
This is what the
Right.
culture is doing to the culture, and that's what I took from it. And I really appreciated that. Now, however, you know, his delivery, his beat selection, his, you know, Kendrick and just the way he is, the artist he is, he's not he's not the average person to be received by most people that listen to hip hop. You know, you got your crowd that wants to hear about, you know, you killing people and have a certain beat to it, you know. But I felt like that's what he was rapping about. That's what he was saying. He was saying that, you know, culture, the culture that we identify with, black culture, is the same thing that's harming us, you know. So we got to kind of reinvent what it is, you understand me? And so that's what I got from it, and I really appreciated that, especially with the space that I'm in. I'm trying to make this health shit, alternative medicine, or holistic health and herbology and shit like that, try to bring that make that a part of black culture, you understand me? So, you know, I really appreciated his message. You understand me?
Yeah.
In that terms.
That's definitely what I got from it. I got that from it. And actually I'm gonna talk about this tonight on the Death of the Ages. So y'all follow me now if you want to get on. I'm gonna talk about that tonight on the Death of the Asia as well, because and I hope I don't cry, because it was so much that I got from it. And like you said, Kendrick Lamar is one of those artists that be hard to digest when you first hear it, because it's like his rhyme pattern, the
Right.
beat, and all of the, you know, all of the double entendres and all this old kind of stuff that he be having going on, where you be like, hold on, you just really got to take out your pen and pad. You damn near got to write the lyrics down for yourself as he going to be like, okay, he said that over here, he put this over. You know what I'm saying? You got to start piecing stuff together to draw a map, you know. But
Yeah.
But see,
Kendrick
a
is
lot of
at a
people.
point like he has gone, like he had like master level. Like right now, what I see is a master at work. And I ain't gonna tell no lie. I like Kendrick Lamar, but like you said, with how it be kind of like hard to digest him sometimes, and sometimes when he change up the voice, when he be Kung Fu Kenny or whatever, I be just like, okay, baby, you know what I'm saying? It is just make up whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and, you know,
Well, see,
turn
that
this
was
off.
some of the stuff that it took me a minute to personally gravitate to Kendrick because of some of that stuff. But I had to I had to step outside of myself and look at it from the art standpoint. Just like when we look at a Picasso or a motherfucking Leo, all the fine art and shit, we don't know what the fuck. You understand me?
Yeah.
But we take time to sit there and appreciate the fact that, nigga, this shit cost a lot. You know what I'm saying? This shit might be ugly in a bitch, but shit, nigga, it's on this wall for a reason. You understand me? So I feel like Kendrick is one of those artists, man. Everybody ain't finna listen to him. But if you look at it from a skill standpoint, a craft standpoint, then you just gotta kind of appreciate it from that standpoint, But yeah, so I definitely can relate to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Because to me, when I heard it, you know what I'm saying, it took me back to Kendrick, that Section 80 Kendrick, like when he first came out.
Right.
He always had that. He was always telling a story. You know what I'm saying? It was always cinematic, like you know what I'm saying, almost like a movie. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfucking albums is like a movie. So me, I'm really looking forward to the album. I hope he's taking it back to that, because I really wasn't feeling the last album that much, but you know what I'm saying. I hope he taking it back to that shit. But that shit he dropped last night though was definitely next level type shit for sure.
Kendrick is shitting on a lot of nigga favorite rappers.
Nah, for sure.
What'd you say?
But see, Kendrick makes music, and people he makes music you listen to. Other people make music you experience. You understand me? They're trying to make you move, but he's trying to make you. I guess he's trying to impart something upon you, and I can appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Yes, indeed. So, y'all got any other questions? Because we can go ahead and get into this hip hop school past and present post. Y'all got any more questions?
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's see what Brotha Shawt got to say about it, since he can relate to this post.
Okay. So if y'all do not know, we do like to incorporate the school activity into this live podcast, right? We have a hip hop school past and present group on Facebook, and it goes down. You got to be tight with your tool when you come to the hip hop school. And sometimes, people with low hip hop IQs, and some people with high hip hop IQs, they make statements, and it's a freedom of speech, is a freedom to give your opinion, and sometimes people agree and sometimes they disagree. But there was a post in the school that actually said, I don't know about the rest of the South, but in Fort Worth, Texas, we was bumping Reasonable Doubt way more than Trick Daddy. That's a fact, Jack. I don't know what y'all had going on in Fort Worth, Texas, because of what For Quiet As It's Kept. I heard that the gang bangers used to be gang banging on horseback. Like they used to be gang banging and riding horses at the same time. So, that's a whole, Fort Worth, Texas is a whole totally different type of animal. You know what I'm saying? But down in Memphis, where I'm from, we was bumping that Trick Daddy. Anybody want to motherfucking die? Come see I. You know what I'm saying? That's what we was bumping. I don't know. Don't want nobody listening to no Reasonable Doubt.
What you say, Shawt? What you say?
And I tell you, from what I remember hearing, I think it was a lot of niggas that was listening to Jay-Z as well. I don't know.
He cut out for a good reason, because it sounds like, from what I can hear, it sounds like he's going down the wrong road.
Now I'm just saying, like, I heard both of it, but I think I heard more Trick Daddy though. I ain't gonna hold you, and Trina and shit, like. But I heard more Trina than Trick Daddy though, where I was at. You know what I'm saying?
What about you, Midwesterners? Is that the way you say it? Midwesterners?
Midwesterners. Shit, I think where I was at, man, it was really a little bit of both. It was really like a mix. You know what I'm saying? It was really like a mix, but for me and the people I was around, it was definitely more Trick Daddy at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like that first and second album, them two albums, it was definitely more Trick Daddy going on than Reasonable Doubt.
I really want to know the group of nerds that Supreme grew up with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to, like, somebody got to tell me that backstory.
Let me tell you something, man.
Know, like,
nah,
the cool kids.
Reasonable Doubt was a hustler's album, man. You had to be a hustler to understand.
It was.
It spoke to the streets, man. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you know. What you look very young and everything, but I keep forgetting that you're so much older than us. You one of our elders.
Yeah, I was like, when Reasonable Doubt came out, I was 10. Like shit, I was listening. Like he said, we was bumping more Trick Daddy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you, Trick Daddy. Not when Jay-Z came down the line, but like when Reasonable Doubt came out, I say niggas was bumping more Trick Daddy, but then Trick Daddy got into it with some Detroit niggas, so niggas really wasn't rocking with him like that here for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of probably a mix. You know what I'm saying? For real, but not because of his music, but because of the, you know what I'm saying, the shit.
Hindsight
with Trick.
In hindsight, man, I chose the right path, man. Yeah.
What you mean?
You know what? It's like, here's the thing. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you guys, and I've said this once before, and I'm just speaking on Memphis. In Memphis, we weren't fucking with Jay-Z like that. I'm gonna be honest. Like, if we listen to Nas, you know what I'm saying, but we ain't mess with Jay-Z like that. Jay-Z was corny as hell to us. Like, for real. And
I'm pretty sure you're not speaking for all of Memphis.
No, for real. I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna go ahead and put that. I'm gonna put that on my shoulder. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and carry that one. Any Memphian can drop down if they telling. I'm telling you, if any Memphian come on here and talking about, nah, we was listening to Jay-Z, they never jumped off the porch. I put it just like that. You know what I'm saying? And if they got any sense, they ain't gonna go against me because they can't whoop me. You hear me? So they better agree. You know what I'm talking about? It's gonna be a big problem. But the thing is, no, for real though, all seriousness, we didn't rock with Jay-Z like that because we did think he was corny. But it was like after some time, actually, I had moved up here. Matter of fact, when I actually first experienced somebody just riding around, somebody sound like they firing y'all. Everybody all right? So it was like when I had first listened to Jay-Z or whatever, it was like when I came here. When I actually of course I heard songs, but just appreciated his music. It wasn't until I bullshit you not. It wasn't until around 2010, and then I had to go back and catch up.
Yeah, we're gonna reject your deposit.
Yeah, you
didn't get Jay-Z into 2010.
I didn't come up from around these parts. I come up in Memphis. So how you gonna hold me to that?
You know what? I'm gonna do a poll.
I had Project Pastel Fly. I had Skinny Pimp. You know what I'm saying? I had Gangsta Boo. I had Lil Chad.
I'm gonna do a poll on my main page.
I had DJ Paul, Juicy J. I had
everybody from downtown.
What I didn't need to leave my. Y'all talking about a regional thing. I ain't have to leave my city to get some dope ass music. So
thank God you did, so you can grow with your hip hop.
She still ain't grown. She still ain't grown with it, as you can see.
Right.
I listen to Jay-Z now. I think Jay-Z is the GOAT.
Definitely need some home. Hey, somebody tried to answer the trivia question. I think somebody got it wrong though. Somebody said,
we had Jay-Z too though.
She needs some homework. Excuse me, Black Panther Liberation School. Let me tell you something, Black Panther Liberation School. I listen to I listen now. Don't let these people get you confused. These people, they're bullying me. They're bullying me up here. I listen now. Seriously, I listen. I love Jay-Z now. I'm just saying, back in the day, we didn't listen like that. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, we was fucking with both. Like I said, we was fucking with both, but we was definitely on that.
I mean, people was fucking with Trick Daddy, you know what I'm saying? But yeah,
if it weren't for bad luck.
But no, I'm just saying when Reasonable Doubt first came out in '96, we was still on Pop. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas was still listening to Pop as far as like that go. Like niggas really wasn't listening to Jay-Z. 97, 98, volume 1, volume 2. That's when I personally got into Jay-Z. That's when I started listening to Jay-Z. Them like volume 2 is my favorite Jay-Z.
I ain't started listening. The first album I listened to by Jay-Z was Blueprint, and then I went back.
You know what's funny? I wasn't fucking with Jay-Z at first, right? Because I'm a Pac disciple, proud Pac disciple. You know what I'm saying? Proud with it.
Pakistani.
And I was working at this medical warehouse, right? Medical supply warehouse. And I had some headphones. And this nigga had the Reasonable Doubt CD. Had been out about a year. I played that motherfucker. I'm like, oh, this shit here is jamming like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And my love for Pac, you know what I'm saying? It couldn't overpower it couldn't overpower me. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go and give up to Jay-Z, man. I've been fucking with him ever since, bro. That shit was a masterpiece.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, Reasonable Doubt cold in the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as like me starting to like digest Jay-Z music, it was volume 1. Then really volume 2 is when I'm like, damn, like this nigga cold. Like let me, you know what I'm saying? Like, and when him and DMX was going back and forth, like that was my two main motherfuckers I was listening to back then. Or when I was like 12, 13 when they came out with that shit. That shit was hard. That Hard Knock Life, that shit was something. I'm like, damn, this shit cold. That shit was hard. He flipped the Annie beat.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I like the Hard Knock Life. I like If You Feeling Like a Pimp, then gone. I used to be in the club on the dance floor listening to that. But it was like, every rapper have them songs that'll make you, get on the dance floor, whatever. The song that made me actually want to listen to more of his music was Ain't No Love in the Heart of the City. Ain't no love.
Yeah, that was the shit too.
In the heart of town. I was dating a guy that was a Jay-Z fan.
Yeah, and I hated it. I don't like him now.
And when
Trick Daddy got class, nigga. Trick Daddy got class.
And you know what?
Got hits too.
Trick Daddy is one of the ones that I said I gotta go back. I'm going to go back and fuck with Trick and see what I missed.
Look, go back to the
www.thug.com.
Go back to that album because for me personally, that's one of my favorite albums all time.
And I got a partner, my nigga OB. He tell me all the time when I tell him I never listened to the album, and he looked at me like it's shit on me. And y'all telling me www.thug. I thought the name was stupid. I thought the album cover was stupid. I thought it was an embarrassment to the crowd. I ain't like it, bro. But I'm gonna go back because I'm a hip hop head.
You ain't like back in the days. You ain't like the back in the day. You probably don't even know what I'm talking about because you ain't listening.
Nah, I've heard the song.
You mean like that song America? He was burning the flag. They made that nigga change the video.
Land of Liberty.
It was decent.
Yeah, that was on the
second. That shit was hard.
Both of them albums hard. But Chapter 8K, verse 47.
Yep.
Go back to that one too.
Yeah, that was my favorite one right there.
Yeah,
that was it.
A matter of fact, I'm doing my homework tonight. That's my homework assignment. I'm on it.
And quiet as it's kept, I'm gonna tell you the truth. This ain't for y'all, fellas, but all the ladies out there, if y'all go back to when Trick Daddy was like he was gonna let the band handle it on that Shut Up video. Trick Daddy was fine as fuck back in the day. You hear me? That Lupus did that boy dirty, but he was them gold teeth for what? Oh Lord, have mercy! Jumping out there old school. I was like, okay, shut up. Hey,
the motherfuckers did. I'm gonna tell you this though. I'm gonna tell you this. I had went to Florida back in the day. Back when he was real hot. He had a concert shit down in Tallahassee. Nigga, that shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like in a club and shit, but it was kind of like a big club and shit. That shit was crazy.
I bet.
Was like, damn, that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's when I really seen. You know what I'm saying? How big he was in Florida and just you know what I'm saying. Yeah, you got to go back, man. Do your homework.
Black Panther Liberation School. Deasia, you heard the 444 album? Yes, I did hear the 444 album. I listened to like all of. When I tell you. I'm up to date. Like at this point, for me, in my personal opinion, Scarface was always the GOAT to me. Jay-Z took that spot. Like I feel like Jay-Z is the greatest of all time. I went back, I caught myself up, and you know what I'm saying. I definitely appreciate.
Well, get it straight then,
yeah,
GA. Get it straight.
Actually, he got something coming up. Don't he? The rumor has it that he got an album coming up that's produced by Swiss Beats.
I hope not.
That's the rumor, man.
Zoom.
They got me nervous, man.
I hope
y'all don't like Swiss Beats.
I don't.
Man, listen, Swiss Beats, he moves too fast.
Swiss Beats cold.
He got some here.
I'm not shocked that you like Swiss Beats.
Jay-Z been selling real estate and buying art or whatever in his last couple of albums. That nigga finna go right back to Marcy. Like, we listen with this, with a produced by Swiss Beats. Zoom, them fast ass beats. Jay-Z finna start trapping again.
Man, Swiss Beats got some classic beats, and he got classic shit with Jay-Z. Some of Jay-Z hardest shit is with Swiss Beats.
Swiss Beats got a couple of classics, man. He ain't got a lot, man. A lot of that shit he didn't produce the DMX. A lot of that shit was produced by Dame Grease and other people, man. Yeah, Swiss Beats, man. That Money Cash Hoes is his highest achievement.
Did he do Did he do Down Bottom, the Drag On song?
Yeah, he did that too. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I like that.
That was nice.
Like I said, he
got a lot of shit he did, man. They just nigga, he got shit he did in all kind of categories, bro. That nigga cold on the beat. Hey, I like Swiss. I fuck with Swiss.
Give me an example, Brother Truth.
Shit, he made some R&B. He made a lot of R&B shit. I can't remember.
We ain't even talking about R&B. This is hip hop school.
No, but I'm just saying, as far as beats go, he made shit. He made a lot of shit. He made that.
Jay-Z not finna sing.
He made that Jigga. What's my motherfucking name? That shit was hard.
Man, I hated that shit. I hated that motherfucking song right there.
That shit was hard.
Trash.
That shit is hard. Y'all niggas crazy. That shit was hard.
Like I said, he got a few here and there, man. I ain't never been a Swiss Beats.
Yeah, man. I don't fuck with Swiss, man. Jay-Z better, man. That nigga better get on there, slap that nigga in the studio or something, make something
like
hard.
You say he made that down. He made a lot of shit on the mixtape.
Now I like Down Bottom.
On the Rough Rider tapes back in the day, Swiss was making a lot of beats.
In the late 90s.
He made that.
He made a lot of Rough Rider didn't go nowhere.
Yeah.
What you mean ain't go nowhere? What you talking about?
He better
sold millions of records.
He made for the lot was trash.
He better off going with a Hit Boy.
Zoom.
No,
like I don't want to hear this shit throughout no album.
That nigga Hit Boy, that nigga is the most overrated producer in the history of hip hop.
Hit Boy just needs to use more percussions. I think if he used more,
that nigga beats be so incomplete and unfulfilling in the motherfucker. It'd be like almost, then it just don't go there, man. That shit there, man.
It's like Hidden Man they need to put that man. They need to. I'm gonna tell you something. KLC needs to mentor.
Yeah.
Boy. Put that boy on them drums. That's what he needs, some percussion.
That nigga done turn easy out, man.
Nigga need to come back. No, hey, him boy,
Jigga, what's my motherfucking name? He loving this shit. Jigga. Anyway, y'all, let's get to this.
Oh yeah, that shit was hard.
Let's get to this trivia question. So I hope one of y'all got the answer because
I don't have the answer.
So the hip hop trivia question is: when was the first time Lil Wayne cursed on wax? Who got the answer to this?
Brother Truth say he think he got it. Somebody said in the comments.
On the song on 500 Degrees when I can't think of the name of the song, but he was like, I don't curse, but in his verse, man, fuck the world. I lost my daughter, my little girl.
Yeah, okay, I remember that song. What was the name? Wasn't the name of the song "Fuck the World"?
They had a song called "Fuck the World," but that wasn't it though. That was just the chorus of that song. He had already said that. He said that on Guerrilla Warfare album, on the Hot Boys album, on Dirty World. That's the name of the song.
Okay, so the name of the song is Dirty World on Guerrilla Warfare.
Hot Boys album.
Yes, indeed. That's what's up. Okay, thank y'all so much for joining us tonight for another
Man,
episode.
shout out Brother Shawt, man.
Yeah, shout out Brother Shawt.
Yes, indeed.
Shout out
And,
Brother Shawt.
and King Ahmad TV was down in the comments too, y'all. He came
Shout out
through and
King
showed us
Ahmad,
some love.
man.
Shout out to King Ahmad TV.
King Ahmad, do your homework, nigga. LL Cool J first 2 albums. Nigga.
Yeah, we gotta follow up with him about that.
Hey,
y'all check out King
go ahead.
Ahmad YouTube channel too. He has some dope reaction videos.
And
Who we
shout
got
out-
next week? Do we
Shout
tell
out
them?
to everybody else in the comments too. Everybody else been chiming in. Shout out to everybody in the comments. Who we got next week?
Next week we have Gangsta Boo's brother, E Gutter. He's gonna be on the show next week.
That's what's
that
up.
That is right, the 16th, right?
He from Memphis, right? So I'm sure gonna ask him about this Jay-Z.
Yeah,
shit.
he from Memphis. I come up with him. So yeah,
don't try to make him lie about Jay-Z either.
I ain't gonna make him lie about none. I'm gonna put his fire to the his foot to the fire. Yeah, we ain't come. You gotta be. Everybody gotta be the type with that too when they come to the hip hop school. We no holds bar.
Okay.
But yeah, next week we Gangsta Boo brother E Gutter, he'll be in the building with us, rocking it out or whatever. He's gonna be talking about his stint in the Mississippi Penitentiary, and also his release, as well as new music that he got going on or whatever. So that's gonna be a dope show. We're gonna get a visual of what's going down, you know, in the prison system down there in Mississippi. They say it's one of the worst ones at this particular point as far as the conditions that they have these people living
They under
in.
federal investigation.
Yeah, we were gonna try and do something when he was actually locked up, but it just didn't make a whole lot of sense. And I feel like this particular platform would be best in order to, you know, put that story out there, as well as, you know, shine some light on his work that he's doing in hip hop and music or whatever. So we'll have him on next week, and we'll be able to ask him some of his sister business. But anyway, thank y'all so much for joining us tonight for another episode of the Hip Hop School Past and Present podcast. Make sure y'all like the video, share the video, and make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. Class is dismissed. Y'all have a good one.
The Hip Hop School Past and Present podcast.